Ag Sameach. This is Rabbi Genak. Tonight we are recording on location from my in-laws' sukkah in Teaneck, New Jersey. Tonight's visitor is Moshe Rabbeinu. And before we discuss Moshe, I want to ask a question. Why is it that of all the visitors to a sukkah, there are 7, the list does not include Eliyahu Hanavi? And in fact, Eliyahu Hanavi is the most prominent of all the visitors to the Jewish households. Eliyahu is famous for visiting the Seder of all Jewish homes on Pesach night, and he also visits the Bris Milah. So why is it that Eliyahu didn't make the list of the Ushpizin? And I want to quote an answer that my father shared. My father said that all of the Ushpizin who are welcomed into the sukkah are welcomed because they are avos, they are forefathers. Each one creates a dynasty, and we celebrate that dynasty as they visit. Of course, Avram, Yitzchak, and Yaakov created the dynasty of the Jewish people. Yosef is an extension of that dynasty, for his 2 sons, Menashe and Ephraim, also are considered tribes. They also received their own special part of the land of Israel. David and Aharon each created a dynasty of kingship and priesthood, and that leaves Moshe. What was Moshe's dynasty? Who are Moshe's descendants who continued his legacy? And if you look at Jewish literature, you'll see that Moshe is referred to as an Av, as a parent, in one place. Moshe is Av HaNeviim. He's the father of all prophets. He's the father of Jewish prophecy. And it's as that father that he's welcomed into our Sukkot. It's that father figure that allows him to join with the other 6 fathers, the other 6 parents, to form the 7 Ushpizin. So we welcome Moshe not only as the giver of the Torah, not only as the leader of the Jewish people in the desert, not only as the one who prayed on the Jews' behalf for 40 years whenever they strayed from God's path, but we welcome him as a parent, as a father, as the founder of the dynasty of the prophets of the Jewish people. And the prophets of the Jewish people means not only that Moshe was the first and the greatest of all the prophets, which is what allowed the Jewish people for centuries to establish the rich literature of the Nevi'im, of Tanakh, but it represents the connection between the Jewish people and God. It's that close connection, closest between Moshe and Hashem, most closely after that between the prophet and God. But for each person, that connection with God is symbolized through Moshe, through his nevuah. Each person approaches God closely, perhaps certainly not as closely as Moshe approached God himself. But each person approaches God, connects with God, and converses with Hashem in some distant echo of the way that Moshe conversed with Hashem. And as we welcome him tonight and tomorrow, think of the potential that Moshe gave to the Jewish people, the possibility of speaking to God directly, the possibility of experiencing Hashem's closeness. And I wish you all a Chag Sameach.